Hey, congratulations on the win. I wanted to ask you, you were out for a while during the season, but it seems like you're starting to round back into form, especially from beyond the 3-point range. I mean, you've always been a great rebounder, but what do you think has been the biggest factor for your improved 3-point shooting?
When I was out for the about 2 months, Coach Ev and Mahmoud created a plan, for my recovery. I couldn't do too much physical stuff like jumping, sliding, and running. So the most I could do was shoot because it involved a lot of workload on my body. So until my body kind of got accustomed to the workload, I was shooting a lot of jump shots that I couldn't do that much. So during that 2 months, which is a lot of jumpers, stationary movement, which is the kind of looks I'll get throughout the game. And it panned out so far this season. So I appreciate Coach Evan and the staff for kind of sorting that out. And my jump shot's thankful for because of it. So that's what we've been doing this last 2 months.
Great.
Congratulations on the win. I just got to ask you, you guys started out a little sluggish tonight, and you guys seem to have found a rhythm in the second half. What changed for you at the break? What adjustments did Coach make that made the offense so fluid as it always is?
Going into games, we have principles and goals that we want to hit. And when we got back into halftime, Coach Mahmoud kind of reiterated the principles and goals that we have, and we weren't hitting them in the first half. So we called us out to be better in the second half. One of those goals would limit offensive rebounds and force more turnovers, get out in transition. And we weren't doing that so much in the first half, and they were able to stay with us. And then during that halftime break, guys were able to call each other out and be better because of it. I feel like we responded well.
And following up with Lashard's question, I just got to ask you, you've had a plan that's been working for you very well. In that time span, what do you feel your game has been improved upon aside from the jumpers and being able to go inside and fight for rebounds?
Most definitely my pick and roll reads. Throughout the game, there's a lot of pick and roll actions that I'm involved in. And I'm more and more better because of it and more conscious of where I'm supposed to be in certain spots. And I feel like I'm getting a good feel during the pick and roll, putting myself in position where the guards can drop me the ball off or they can score themselves and I'm bringing the big man towards me. So the biggest thing I can take from my skill set that I've improved on is my pick and roll reads out of the rolls and out of the pops.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Fee.
No problem.
Thank you, guys. We'll go ahead and start with Lashard.
Hey, Coach, it's good to talk to you. It's been a while.
What's happening? Where you been? Vacation?
Oh, I've been around. You know how it goes with family.
Sure.
Well, I wanted to start off by asking you, you're the number one scoring team in the league by almost 10 points a game. You had 7 players in double digits tonight with 35 assists as a team. I mean, what do you think is the biggest factor to why you're able to put up so many points every single game?
Our guys just first off love playing with one another, and then the guys just put the work in. They put the extra work in. Our shooting percentage has gone up. I believe we're top 7 or 8 in the league in 3-point shooting. We're doing the showcase games. We were bottom 15, if I'm not mistaken. But the guys just continue to work and improve on their game, Lashard. That's the number one thing. And, when you love playing with one another and you share the ball, everybody's going to get open looks. That's why we had so many guys in double figures tonight.
And one more question I want to ask you. I'm sure it definitely helps having a more stable, rotation and knowing from game to game who you're going to have on the court, something totally different than it was beginning of the year. How much has that helped in the overall development of the team where you start off 1-3 to start the regular season and now you're up to 14-5 on the season?
It's big time. Honestly, continuity, especially in the G League, is a blessing, if I were to say. But we started off early with the first couple games, and that's when we added Gerald. Lamb was still on his 10-day. We added Terrence. So those first couple games, we added 4 or 5 new guys, and then had Lamb returning. So it was going from 7, 8 guys, what we played the Legends in Frisco the first game, to having 13 guys just like that. But it's good to have these guys. They're in sync playing with one another, and I think it shows on the court, Lashard.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, my friend.
Ray?
Coach, following up to Lashard's question there with continuity being at a premium in the G League with so many, I guess, call-ups and whatnot. For you, what's been the strength of this team after tonight? It just seemed like the first half, it was a bit slow. And then in the second half, it's like we saw the traditional Vipers that we're used to seeing.
I honestly, I think we're playing, we played well on offense the entire game, right? I mean, we scored 64 points the first half, come out and score a little more in the second half, but I think our tempo is good. Our defense just kind of let up a little bit in the second quarter and allow them to get back in the game and trim it to 9. But I think our defense picked up, and when our defense picked up, we were able to separate from them. And like I said earlier, I mean, just to create cross matches, get open looks and transition, all starts with our defense.
And the last one from me, Coach, your offense tonight in the second half seemed to click on all cylinders, that you were able to bring in everyone off the bench and everyone contribute in this win. Is this just something that when you face a little bit more adversity as the season goes on, is that just something that you like to see from your team?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's good to see. And like I said, we got a number of games coming up. The biggest thing, Ray, for us is honestly just getting rest and, allowing these guys these 4 days to prepare. I believe we have 11 games left at home out of 15, something along those lines. So every guy stepped up. That's come off the bench. We got Trey coming back from injury. So we just got to continue to progress in all aspects.